I'm Darren, I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk some ghost stories. Directed by James Dyson and Andy Naim, and also starring Andy himself with Martin Freeman, Paul Whitehouse and Alex Lawfer. The story here follows a Professor Goodman, who is a paranormal debunker, star of a show called Psychic Cheat, who has made a career out of proving the fact that the supernatural is not real. When he gets to meet his idol of this, who has been a long time missing, he has to go and explain 3 unexplainable cases of his career, and we go and see whether this guy can believe in the supernatural or not. That is the simple way of looking at this movie, so I can't really go much further than that, so we're going to go into Darren's ups. The 3 things I liked the most about this movie before we tackle the 3 I didn't. The first one is I liked the ghost stories. We follow 3 ghost stories, and the idea of them is an incident that's happened to a person. And this is what I liked about the movie. I like watching these stories where people say one thing happened to them over one event. Instead of watching what I like the Conjuring movies, like it's an onslaught of hauntings. I like it when there's one moment of someone's life that they can't explain, and that's what these 3 ghost stories give us. And I really enjoyed how they felt very natural, even though they're a bit weird at times. They're ones that you could believe someone saying is true. So that's the first one. Saying that, the fact that the final third is somewhat unpredictable is an understatement. This is going to make people just go bonkers on this movie. We're going to either see people love the end or hate the end. I do think there's not going to be too much middle ground, but it is such a wonderful thing to see when you watch it, because you are there as a horror fan like, what is happening? And that is a good thing to see in a horror movie. And this is going to hit both ups and downs, but for me, one of the funniest scenes, and the whole cinema erupted this, is there's a part of Simon's story that will just have you in stitches, because it is the best line, best reaction to something scary happening to someone in a horror movie in years. That is something you've got to watch out for. I will not say what it is, but it's something you need to watch out for. But next up is Darren's downs. The 3 things I didn't like. And as I just touched on that moment of Simon's story, which was very funny, I do feel this movie has a slight too much tendency. Does like to go to the comedy a bit too much, which is a slight problem for me. It takes away a bit of the tension, but it also sometimes adds to the bonkersness of what could be happening next. That's why I think it's both a positive and negative. If you don't want to see something funny, you're going to be disappointed, because a lot of, especially Simon's story, is very funny. Martin Freeman's very quirky, and these people have like commentary about what's happening. It's like, do people really talk to themselves that loudly when something's happening? It's like you might say it in your head, but you wouldn't say it loud. Anyway, again, let's dive into what I said before. While I liked the final third for its craziness, I do also think it may turn people off, because it does seem to be a bit away from what we've previously been watching. Not that it's not connected in some way, it's just you're wanting to watch something else and you're getting this. Could put people off. And there is the last one, is going to be the fact that you do need to look out for clues. Now, this is a strange one to really be complaining too much about. It's a movie that is very, very clue-based, and you will have to watch out for little details to make sense of certain things that are happening. There are some that you're going to miss easily. There are some that are going to be straight in your face, and you will easily understand what they mean by the end of the movie. So that's them. That's the ups and the downs. But overall, I do think this is a weird and creepy horror movie, and I will say will probably divide the audience a lot. I enjoyed it myself. I can see why people will enjoy it, and I can also see why people will not enjoy it. But I'm going to give it a healthy 3.5 out of 5. I really do think people are going to try this just to see what the buzz is about. It does have a few British references because it's a very British based movie, all Brits in the starring roles, set in Britain, so that's there. But otherwise, horror fans, please go and check this one out. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, I'm going to go and do what I do best, and that is watch the movies.